Well, we have gotten part one of season, is it 6 of Cobra Kai? Man, time flies. The kids are growing up. Kenny has hit that growth spurt. Some of these girls are looking like they're pushing 30. Sam may as well be pregnant. And then they're a kid named like Bruck who looks older than me. So we are spending this whole first part preparing for the Sekai Taikai, which is a martial arts tournament that I'm not sure is real. Is that the one mentioned in Best of the Best? Because it says Best of the Best there, and they also show clips of the films to the kids and say, hey, if you want to be as badass as Eric Roberts, who, knowing his schedule, is free to come by. As the kids go, of course, the power couples are going to get invited into the tournament. I am glad to see my favorite Devon Lee get in. You never get too much Devon. She doesn't take over the story the way most of these kids do. She doesn't even speak until 3 episodes in. And I think it is within understanding of her competitive nature to sabotage Kenny to get her spot. However, I think she will have a guilty consciousness and come clean at some point in part 2. Now, there are serious issues with the production of this show. For being one of Netflix's signature series, it's always this show, the most watched on Netflix. They always have to say that it's always something other than Stranger Things to get you to think that people are watching Netflix for something other than Stranger Things, which is entirely not true. Why does Kreese go into the jungle and fight a cobra in a scene that looks like it's from Baywatch Nights? How come when Johnny talks with Stingray in the forest, the lighting changes and we push the brightness of the picture to the point that it looks incredibly amateur? Miguel and Robbie have a fight and they're out of focus in a way that makes it look like my mom shot this. But all told, I think that this was fairly successful. I think that we are getting Johnny back in the game. This is a guy who I can get behind. He's stuck in the 80s and he still talks like 80s guy. In that dry sense of humor is where this works. We could use Les Danielson. I think we've already actually had good exits for other familiar faces. Barnes comes by to help judge the kids, and then he dips out. Chosen is over there to help out, and hey, he gets a story arc and leaves. Tori leaving Miyagi-Do at the last minute to join the revamped Cobra Kai, that's a surprise. And this show does throw a few curveballs your way, more so than other series. You don't know exactly who's going to win which fight. And that's something I really have to give it its flowers for. Plus, this new guy over at Cobra Kai looks like a total badass. I'm hoping for the kind of beatdown that one would have seen in a Kumite. This is going to be a pretty action-packed finale. I'm expecting wall-to-wall carnage, martial arts. The girls are going to fight. Everything's going to be off the table. Unfortunately, we got to wait till November. But hey, I'm more excited for it than I anticipated.